this wretched place. I go days without seeing a ray of sunlight. Spending 20 years here, I might as well be buried in the darkness. What was I thinking? Thinking I could rise to fame, obtain success by murdering her? I've achieved nothing from this, nothing! If I felt small when she was alive, I feel invisible now.
Ariane, I see prison has taken its toll on you.
Miss Eloise, why are you here?
Your friend asked for my help.
Celine?
Yes, Miss Montclaire. You are lucky to have such loving friends.
Not so lucky in my other endeavors. I've lost everything.
Ariane, if you listen to what I tell you to do, I may be able to get you out of this.
How?
You have a strong case against you. Over 24 people witnessed the crime, and you were caught with a weapon still in your hand. We need to build up strong public favor, sway the judge's acumen. You have to understand, there's only so much we can do. The appeal will not be able to completely revoke your sentence, but we may be able to shorten it. 5 years, if we're lucky.
Go on.
We need to win over public opinion. Ah, yes. Changing perspective.
What?
You may have killed Eloise, but you're the true victim of the case. She knew you had severe trust issues and needed constant emotional support. Your psychiatrist certified it. In fact, said that it would be detrimental for you to be abandoned by someone you were close to.
I don't have a psychiatrist.
We'll find one. Eloise Desidera's selfish friend, Ariane Jaloux, a fragile heart at wit's end. Eloise purposefully left you during her rise to fame. Her absence steadily drove you to the brink of madness. You begged her to stay with you, but she would rather attend premieres and cocktail parties. Your mental state sent you into a fit of hysterical fury, and you attacked her. Eloise had it coming. She broke you all over again, and she knew it. Her death was a murder, but not a crime.
How?
Go, Ariane, pick up your pen, write your own deliverance, reclaim your rightful innocence. I promise, you will walk free again. She compiled a book to save her name. The world knew what she overcame. Ariane Jaloux has gained her fame. Mercy, Your Honor, the public exclaims.
Ariane Jaloux, I hereby shorten your sentence from 20 years to 10.
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now. Diamonds, brilliant, embellish now. Hot summer nights with
Celine, how could you humiliate me like this? Humiliate you? Why would I want to do that? Then why did you publish Pierre's letter in your book? Oh, that. It was just a small portion of the book. My publisher thought putting in a love story would spice the book a little bit. Small portion? It was an entire chapter detailing my courtship and marriage. The whole Parisian elite has now labeled me a second-rate, middle class. But I've done you a favor, my friend. You can now walk openly with a love on the streets of Paris. Have you forgotten my aspirations? You mean organizing the debutante ball? I thought you were already on a committee. Yes, I was, until you published your autobiography and ruined everything. Have you considered for one moment how many people you've stepped on to achieve your success? You can't pin this on me, Celine. Listen to yourself. You're being kicked out of your little circle because of my book. If anything, I put you on a pedestal by naming you my savior. Maybe you did something they didn't like. They just used Pierre as an excuse. You're unbelievable. I'm questioning whether my decision to help you was justifiable or not.
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now.
and 10 years went. Her time in prison has been spent. Is it now time for her ascent?
Ariane?
Sir, a Miss Montclaire is here to see you.
Show her in.
General Carlos, thank you for seeing me on such short notice. I have received some information on anti-Nazi sentiment in Paris.
Miss Montclaire, I assure you my soldiers have been very thorough in detecting any form of treachery amongst the city. Any betrayal against the Führer has been stomped out like a cockroach.
I do not doubt your abilities, General, but the information I have received is rather obscure. You've heard of Ariane Jaloux's book?
Yeah, it's very popular amongst Parisians.
In the book, Ariane valorizes the work of Jew. Here, she calls Mr. Aubin, who is a Jew, one of the greatest clockmakers in France. The rest of the book is filled with similar accolades. If I may suggest something, General, Ariane will have her book signing tomorrow in La Place du Carrousel to celebrate her release from prison. I believe an intervention during the book signing can send a clear message to Paris.
I agree. That disobedience will not be tolerated in the Third Reich. Thank you, Miss Montclair. Your loyalty will be rewarded. Ich danke dir.
I will take my leave, General. May I please borrow the telephone?
Of course. Excuse me. I must confer this new information with my men.
Pierre, my love, a distraction I have placed. Hopefully, we can escape from Paris unscathed. Upon my part, she has disgraced and debased. Perhaps, in another life, our fate shall embrace.
I've seen the world, done it all, had my cake now. Diamonds brilliant in Bel Air now. Hot summer nights with the light when you and I were forever wild. Crazy days, city light when you would play with me like a child. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I've got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm no longer beautiful?
My daughter!
Ariane, the book is amazing.
So nice to meet you.
There is no need to worry. Line up patiently, and I'll make sure to meet all of you.
Es ist ein Verräter! Wir müssen die Juden ermorden! Hau, Hitler!
No. What on earth are you doing? Don't you dare touch anything! No! Stop!
legacy? Can you become a deity by wiping out your enemies?
Must you go to such extremities?
Success, a passing apparition, shall never slake your growing ambition.
Her thirst for adoration
Is a mocking imitation of those valiant pursuits which time cannot dilute.